let's continue to solve nonlinear inequalities. These are the steps that you need to follow to solve it. Okay, let's see one by one. First, move all items to your left hand side. Second, you need to factor completely. Third, do the sine table. And lastly, solve the inequalities. Let's start with quadratic inequalities. For example, this question here, x squared minus x more or equal to 20. So let's do the first step. Move all items to your left hand side. So we need to bring 20 to your left hand side. So it becomes minus 20. After that, let's do the second step, which is factor it completely. So since this is a quadratic, so just use your calculator to factorize this. And then from here, take out the roots. Okay, we call it roots or we call it zeros. So solve this. X plus 4 equal to 0. You'll get x equal to minus 4. X minus 5 equal to 0. You'll get x equal to 5. Next, let's do the sine table. So now, why do you need to do sine table? Because we need to multiply this two factor here and make it more equal to 0. Okay, so we need to make sure the result later on will be more equal to 0, which is a positive sign. So how to get a positive sign? Okay, so it may be plus, multiply a plus sign, or minus, multiply a minus sign, because both of them will result to positive number. So let me show you how to do this. First of all, draw a number line. Okay, so this is number line for x. Then fill in the two zeros here. Okay, so negative 4 should be at the back. 5 should be here to your right hand side. Next, let's fill in your factor here. So one of the factor is x plus 4. Another factor is x minus 5. Down here is your resulting sign. So what's the meaning of this number line here? This is for interval for minus infinity until minus 4. Okay, since this is included, so we need to draw a close bracket here. Okay, negative infinity is always round bracket because you cannot touch it. Okay, next, this interval here is minus 4, 5. And the last interval here is 5, infinity. Okay, so make sure you put everything as square bracket. Only infinity and minus infinity is round bracket. So from this interval here, we can choose one number. For example, minus 5. And from this interval, we can choose one number. The easiest one is 0. And from this interval, we can choose one number. For example, 6. So let's check for this factor here. When x is minus 5, this will give you a negative sign. When x is 0, this will give you a positive sign. And when x is 6, this will give you positive sign. Let's do it now for x minus 5. When x is minus 5, this interval will give you minus. When x is 0, this interval will give you minus. And when x is 6, this will give you plus. Now, let's look at resulting sign. Negative times a negative, this will be positive. Positive times negative, the resulting sign here is negative. And for positive, multiply positive, the resulting sign will give you positive. So please check again. We want our answer to become positive. Therefore, your answer is this one and this interval. So let's conclude our answer. Therefore, x is from, take this interval, minus infinity until minus 4 included, union, or this interval here, 5 until infinity. So this is your final answer. You can do shortcut here. Let me show you how to do a shortcut way. For this one, x plus 4, the zeros, the root is minus 4. Since in front of x now is positive, so let's see here, for minus 4, your right hand side put it as positive, your left hand side put it as negative. Let's do another one for x minus 5. Okay, here for x minus 5, your right hand side is positive, your left hand side put it as negative. Okay, that is the shortcut way. So just look at result. Minus minus is plus, plus minus is minus, plus plus is also plus. So just take your answer, minus infinity until minus 4, union 5 until infinity. There's another method you can use if you are solving quadratic. So the way is, just draw a smiley graph. So why is this a smiley graph? Because your a now is positive, therefore you must draw a smiley graph. Okay, so if you draw a smiley graph, put your zeros here, minus 4, another zeros is here, 5. Okay, and then this is the downside of it, and this is the upper part. Since you want a positive, therefore your answer is this part and this part here. So let's straight away conclude our answer. X is from minus infinity until minus 4 included, union 5 until infinity. If the question asks you for less or equal to 0, therefore your answer will be the opposite side, which is negative 4 until 5, which is this part here. Now let's look at example 4. Okay, solve minus 6 plus 7x more 2x squared. Okay, so let's do the first step. Bring everything to your left hand side. Okay, so rearrange. Since your a is negative, this is a little bit difficult, so let's multiply everything with negative 1. Okay, so let's change your a here to become positive. All right, so multiply everything with minus 1. Be careful, you need to flip the sign. Okay, change the symbol. Now we have finished rearranging this, and your right hand side is 0. Therefore, let's proceed to factorize. Now your roots is 3 over 2. Another one is x equal to 2. These are your two roots. So now let's do the first method. This is just a smiley graph because your a is positive. So draw a smiley graph here. Put in your roots, 3 over 2, the smaller part on your left, 2, the bigger part on your right hand side. And then now you want less than 0. So you want this part here. Therefore, let's conclude our answer. X is from 3 over 2 until 2. So we need to use a round bracket here because we don't have equal sign here. Let's look at method 2, which is using Sine Table. So first of all, just draw x number line and then put in 3 over 2 on your left hand side, put 2 on your right hand side. And then now fill in the factor, 2x minus 3, another factor, x minus 2. Now let's do the shortcut way. For 2x minus 3, your zeros is 3 over 2. So let's do the shortcut. Our right hand side is plus, our left hand side is minus. Let's do the shortcut for x minus 2. This is the zeros, x equal to 2. So right hand side is plus, left hand side back here is minus. So put in minus. So now let's do the resulting sign. Minus times minus is plus. Plus times minus is minus. Plus times plus is plus. So what do we want? We want a negative sign. So this is the negative sign. So this will be your answer. So what is the interval here? Right, therefore x is from 3 over 2 until 2, not included. So that is our final answer. You can use either method that you want. This graphing method is easier, but you also need to know how to do sine table, because for other type of nonlinear after this, we will use only sine table. That's all for quadratic inequalities. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.